fade. It's Sky, and it feels like Kawanzin's world. Both of these teams looked really good in the pistol rounds in their most recent game. Loud have gone for a 4-player push out through B main with an A retake wall. Less just holding on, and Sentinels are very, very slow here.
Very slow, it's cautious, but it's definitely going to be spotting this, so they're going to be waiting into it. Marv's up close! Kawazin takes the first fight and the first name.
Welcome back to competitive, Marv.
Yep, see you later. Gotta watch from the sidelines for this round. And it's been, again, running all the way back after that deep push. Kills all they get. They don't overstep themselves, just backing away. Leaving it into that 4v5.
Here. And actually moving fairly significantly over to the A site too. Sadak pops down a Killjoy turret just to get a little look over, and a deep flash over into A main does not see anything from Kawanzin. So now this is going to start to pull the defenders back over to B.
They're so cautious with the clearing, just in case someone's close, but yeah, juggle peek by 2 years. Saw one player, jump peek as well, spots the rest of them, and Sadak is now aware of it. Sentinel's going to be trying to get this hit going right into Aspas. Trailblazers exchanged, finding ways. Stun on either side, really slowing this one down with 20 seconds remaining. Just firing line with the frenzies, and it could be anyone's game, but at the end of the day, it's Loud who claimed that pistol. Second, he's been playing a lot of the Jet in ranked as well, just trying to get used to it for his time on the big stage. Still a bit of a repeat and a lovely trade. Def taking a head off Kawazin. Still, it's returned.
And now they know where Aspas is. Very, very cautious from Pancada there. He's just been tucked in that corner the entire time. Les grabs another one. Spectres are spitting.
Yeah, so much confidence to take these fights as well. Offsetting a little bit with the movement. That's down to just Pancada though. Not too much one can do in this scenario. Not when the spike's been dropped down straight into mid.
No.
Time to touch on more of those little story points as well that we were kind of hinting at, and Adeska's been, slamming home as well.
30 seconds left.
But what an uphill battle. It feels like you put it lightly if you call it an uphill battle for Sentinels. You're starting on Pearl. It's a map where they got absolutely smashed on.
Although, really, who knows when it comes to VCT Americas?
Been all over the place, but Loud are the undefeated team. They've got an Americas.
Marv is under so much pressure here, same as the pistol round, but his positioning a little further forward.
Swarming him. Oh, lovely snake bite.
And a very confident re-peek as soon as he knew there that the Loud players would be vulnerable.
And look at the space that's been taken as well by Sentinels. No time wasted.
I like it. It's confident and aggressive from Zekken. He can hear some of the rotates. I think Sadak just spotted him there with the jump peek too. Yep, pinged it out on the minimap.
So they take the space, but backing away and looking to work their way towards Art now. A bit of a flash clears that angle.
The other part too that I don't think Sentinels realize that Les is running this A retake wall. In theory, it should make B easier to win the post plants. Because you don't have that Viper wall there that combos with the high tide to keep you out. When you're playing those post plant spam angles, if that's something they get a read on later on down the line, maybe they can use that info to dictate their positioning. But the spike is actually coming to B here.
It's been slowed all the way down, hasn't it? But approaching 30 seconds, Josh. Time is running low.
The spike is not going B. The players were.
And what's the decision?
But Sassy's making his way towards Art with Zekken.
It has to be A. That's where you have to land this now. Really no room to pivot. No room to maneuver. Gotta land here. How do they want to do it? Snakebite. They haven't really pulled out enough of this util. They can't quite get into the site. Now down to the final 15. Dash forward. Zekken cuts up the angles, but still is going to be met with the entirety of Loud almost just here, ready and waiting, pushing forwards, in and out. Bit of a spray transfer. Coverage is there. Spike needs to go down, and it does.
How? How have they done that? Marv just pulled magic. 3v1.
It was looking done.
Just covering everybody that tried to flood in there and deny the plant.
It was looking finished.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm
Sadak
grenade out.
1v3.
Oh no.
Picked up. He's still alive with 40 health, only 3 bullets though. Needs a bit of an upgrade and won't find it.
I'm sure to him. But he's only really missed one major tournament.
It's true. Flash and a peek! Oh my goodness! And Zekken set up quite well for that one.
Yeah, that's amazing. Don't know whether he managed to dodge a flash somehow. Marv, Sadak is just determined to take that fight. They're in a 3v5. Sadak's thinking the only way to get back in here is if I win the aim duel against Marv. We're not going to be able to win a 3v5 retake, so looks a bit daft and it feeds Marv to kill. But you can see what he was going for there. And a minute left and this should just all be Sentinels. Instant clapback.
Yep. That's what you want to see from Sentinels. You know, I was talking behind the scenes a little bit heading into this match as well. I was doing my digging, and there was whispers, there was rumors on the winds that they're saying, okay, we're gonna have to lean more into a bit of a puggy play style. You know, a bit of individuality. They haven't had much time to prep, of course, with this roster, the circumstances around this team.
But you think about the quality of the players that they have.
Absolutely.
And the fact that, the roles make more sense now. They really do, with Sassy back on the initiator. I think people have forgotten a little bit about how elite Sassy really is.
I mean, at times looking like one of the best initiator players in the world, at least top 5 whenever he's been playing at these events.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end of last year, I think he was the best as well. Another early high tide to lock out mid control.
They do like to do this, don't they?
Yeah.
Flash as well. Push it back. It's a weaker buy though for Loud, so they don't quite have the weapons. No advantage to be found there. SEN right now just opting into making sure that they prioritize a couple of these key ultimates.
And of course, Sentinels want to keep some of these ultimates on board for the next round, which will be a really important economical swing round. So having one of the Seekers or the Reckoning in order to get a Viper's Pit outpost will be something they want for round 6, so you can't just bust them all now.
And a contact re-clear, it's the name of the game. There's that early presence from Loud that we were talking about. But space going to be regained.
Tuiz throws his cascade there all the way back from spawn, so he makes it feel like there's presence in the B connector despite the fact that Tuiz is anchoring A. Those are the little things where Tuiz is often further ahead than other Harbor players.
Everybody grouped up. Looks like the goal is going to be that B site. Seekers opted into here, making sure that they clear most of the site with it. Moving forwards, Aspas only with a shorty in his hands. He has to get out of there.
And they're actually going to use a huge amount of ultimates here on the anti-eco, giving a ton of respect to Loud.
Loud might just be happy with that one. It's a difficult retake. That's just an angle. Watched for a bit of spam into the common position.
Here.
Kill claimed.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, that's dangerous. With Mark going down, so does the pit. All your coverage is finished, and a rifle in the hands of Kawazin. Well, anything's possible. Rifle to the side, tries to reset it, but Pankata maintains composure. Locks down the angle. 3 still up. Tap with a rifle. Offset with the movement. Reset enough that it should be safe hands, but weak enough still. No, spike tapping and ticking away. Shot 1-2, Zekken with 3 in a round. It is secure.
A very storied winning initiator player, but he's only, prior to this map, he's only played 4 maps ever of Sky.
Yeah.
And 2 of those, I believe, maybe even more, have been with this Sentinels squad. So he is mostly Sova, Fade, bit of Breach, that kind of thing. And he's normally quite a safe player too, which is why I think it's going to be so interesting to see him clash with Kawazin in this match and see who can extract the more value. Because Kawazin's aggressive.
One of the most aggressive Sky players that we've got.
And extraordinarily talented.
Makes it look easy.
And then I noticed that you've been trying it, Brennan, and it just isn't.
I've got like a 30% win rate. I've been spamming Sky trying to learn it. It's not going good. It's not going well.
So here Sentinels have taken a lot of mid control, looking to flash through exactly as the cascade was placed, but the flash did not find anything.
Yeah.
Less than 2 tracks. Perfectly placed there to avoid that.
Poison orb emitting.
High tide is used, but look at that, the poison orb as well, just to push them away. And even Seekers in the mid-round here, even in the mid-round at this point, exactly, because 30 seconds on the clock.
Left.
Not a lot of time to work with.
As bonkers as it sounds, this might just end up being a save round. They're going to try and work their way through B-Link, but can you really get all the way through?
17 seconds left, Viper's Pit dropped. Need an advantage, and they need it now. Shot going to be hitting there. Dog's going to be broken. 10 seconds. They can't even get through to this. It's half-baked at best, and the spray transfer. Sassy, maybe a chance, but not quite now. No time on the clock. After's the last player standing. Exchange there with a rifle.
Maybe just in terms of having to over-communicate with the new players.
Yeah. But also it's understandable. Updraft double in play here from Zekken with the knives. He was looking for an opening, hoping that somebody, namely Aspas, was going to be playing on top of the box. There's a common angle with the operator, and it does catch it. Still Reckoning now to clear up this site. Hall's going to go up as well, and Trailblazer to clear into the back of Halls.
And the Reckoning has found nobody, so that means Dev's got the freest plant of his life. Louder going to be playing full retake here.
You should
Reckoning's going to be used to clear out the side as well, so straight away, all the way back. Lockdown's going to be used in response to this, though. Needs to be broken. Louder not wasting any time, are they? Snakebite into the common position, pinging it out, trying to spam it. They need to break this! And damage not done. Not enough to it. 2 players detained, Loud.
But they can't go hunting for them.
Deep flash around the corner, dodge for the moment. High tide in their faces as well. Still, Loud could still be favored because they have not given up this space. Pushed up through, 4 kills for Kawazine. Oh, not even going to be able to hunt out that ace, is he? Exactly how to play it. Their retakes on B are just impeccable.
And now they've got a wall on A, but it does, I mean, it's not really doing too much, this Viper wall. Oh, sorry, it's a high tide. My apologies. The Viper wall is still back in that position over towards B. Got confused there because Les has been running a retake Viper wall on A a couple of times, but he's actually trying to hard anchor it now with Sada.
A bit of a re-clearance, so information gathered. Second looking like he's pre-aiming there for the jump spot. Flash around the side. There's a cascade pushed in their face though, so no fights to be taken, but...
And Sentinels have definitely grasped at this point that Loud are faking mid-pressure at the start of these rounds. They're taking a lot of this space fairly freely. You know, no Trailblazer used.
Is it an off angle? Doesn't win it out.
Our spike carrier.
Strained was the approach of it. Heal has to be used and it has slowed this down, and the kill was found because Sadek's still alive. Pre-aiming on top of the box. Flash. Doesn't connect. It's bad. They think it's cleared. They're jumping right round the corner. Right into his face, and he's still alive, still kicking. Bit of a nuisance still. Instinct on show here by Def.
A reflank by Kawazine could be devastating right now. It's taken Sentinels so long to get in and get this plant down.
This is important. Spider's about to be taken around main despite the spike going down. Zekken was watching.
Great stuff.
Aware of it. Into a 2-on-3, and Aspas does have the knives, but he's retaking with the operator nevertheless. Pushing forward, spamming to the corner. Aspas is caught. You know where 2 years is. He was just spamming. Clean.
What a play by Pankara.
The way they weave in and out when the Viper War goes down and the high tide.
Killed my bot.
Back and forth, back and forth. Alarm bot's broken early there. That was placed right in the center, so early presence, but Marved. I'm sure he clears it safely.
They're worried about Aspas pushing up deep here behind the high tide. So they've used Cascade, Flash, another Flash, another Cascade. A lot of the Sky and Harbor utility just to secure Sassy that orb and get his ult online. Well, the Flash seems to indicate that there's nobody there, but with 2E's jump peeking it, they're going to have a decent idea. Now,
setting up?
The backstab here. Does Aspas have this sixth sense that it's coming?
Trying to set up for the B split, aren't they? And stun actually hits onto the own dog as well, slowing it all the way down. Fight to be taken.
So perfect timing!
With 2! Absolutely insane, and Aspas is pressured. Dash is active. Inside the smoke, up draft, round the side, trying to break the ankles, but just too little. Really can't shut it down.
And Pankara reads it too. It's all in the hands of 2E's.
Pushing forwards down to the cove. Will not be able to stick that. Sentinels.
It was his playground in terms of understanding defender rotations. This time Loud are going to follow that high tide into mid. And Sentinels want nothing of it. They've been playing slowly usually around this area of the map, and they just send it be.
I think this is a fantastic read. When Loud are going to be on the weaker buy, you know that they're going to be trying to play off that prior conditioning and take that mid control heavy. And the answer from Sentinels is just run it all the way down into B, like you said. Josh, flick of the wrist from Les. Sheriff shots going a bit wide here. Still, you want to maintain some presence of side control here, but it is being cleared quite rapidly. Updraft. Aspas trying to take that high ground angle. Dash active! What is that from Marved? A shot to land, a shot to hit. Presence of mind not there, but sprayed down eventually. Second gets the kill. Low enough though that he will fall. Enough opportunities, too many perhaps. But eventually brought down. Sadak. Time running so damn low now. He's going to be walking right into the crosshair of Marved. I mean, what an opening. And what a player he's been.
We've been missing him. Let's be real, we've been missing Marv here.
He's just been dominant. So Loud anchoring towards that A main position, but look at this, the rest of the Sentinels.
Oh, and they're getting pinged. Look at those blue pings lighting them up. Sentinels have no idea, but Loud are
They've been
clearly
surrounded.
aware.
Yeah. This is Loud giving up the space, perhaps intentionally, but at least in the know-how of it. Reckoning is going to be used, clears out the site. Guess what? Nobody's there. All of A main is taken, and well, they want to re-clear it with the dog still. There's a gap. It's down to the reactions, and Zekken wins it. The young gun as well, taking names once more, pushing through into the back of the site together, making sure that they're playing this one nicely still, though. The spike not down, and they are being pressured from multiple angles. With Pancada falling, this is difficult. Need to cover for the fire here.
Spike down
And taking the fights. It's more than opportune. Dash to the side. It is getting scrappy.
40 seconds, though.
And a full pivot.
There's more than enough time to get to B right now. Sadak can hear them. It's a foot race.
Yeah, but who can meet them first? Sadak wants to try and put a stop to this one. If he can
30 seconds left.
to get on either one of the players, it could put a stop to it, and he has found the line of sight angle. Double swing though, double face, right through. Watching for it.
Swarm grenade
A tap of
out.
it. Util's going to be pushing it back. Now time is running really low, and this flank is so important. Zekken wins it. Absurd. But it has to stick it.
10 seconds left.
Flash around the side, doesn't spot it.
planted.
Sadak was playing anti-kill. 1-2. Unreal. That is just magnificent.
What a recovery that is. That's so... They got a lockdown, they got a Viper's Pit.
Get out of my way.
Shove it into B.
Try and use the ults as well to take that B plan, but there is one obstacle they're going to be facing. That's that Reckoning. It means they can't really play anchored deep into the back of B. If they do opt to into the B post plan, they're all going to be playing it from far back positions. We know how good Loud are. And they're playing that B retake. It's going to be the lockdown use, so again, clears them back. No presence from Loud.
The most important thing here is just that Marv stays alive. There is going to be so much spam coming through.
There it is. Reckoning. They want to try and flood into the side as well as the plant's going down. They want to try and take the fight, and it's getting chaotic. It's getting messy. The spam through. Marv 4 stuns in the faces. Smokes around. This way, that way, everywhere. You can barely tell what's going on. Nana Swarm down at their feet, trying to push them off the spike. No one's going to be sticking this one, but look at this position. Look at this angle. Aspas fully aware. Smoke though dropped down. Angle once more. Spraying it through in the cone. Who is? Sticking in those bullets. This is absolutely absurd. And it needs to be a swing. Pancada finishes.
To convert.
A lot of frenzies being purchased here. Loud. Big fans of the weapon. Opting into it. And we'll see what Sadak can do here. This timing being taken. He hears the footsteps, and well, just like that. Kill claimed. Still running his wee little legs there. He's being hounded now by 3 other players. They've missed the timing. This is Sentinels now at that 4v5, and fight to be taken. Still one out. Sadak will fall. Pushed up now. Close. Zekken.
The Trailblazer missed.
Trailblazer missing, but that's just a clear horse, and they have taken up the space. Running backwards, firing them down, beaming them down. 3v2. Players are low. Wading through it with the decay. Flashing his hands. Kawazine looking into it. How does he take this fight? Jiggling off the movement. Still doesn't win it, but there is coverage there. And now it's down to Sassy. One tap there. What a shot to be found away! Sassy! That is demonic!
Now there's
1 HP! Had the exact same reaction. That is just otherworldly from Sassy. Loud are going to go for a half buy that includes 3 stingers here.
And still running it all the way down. Look at this. It's going to be leading into the B splits. Right through, though, trying to disrespect that cascade. Not going to be meeting a match here. And a bit of spam onto the common angle, the common position. It's all game sense from Zekken.
The B split.
No aim necessary, but they do need to worry about this. Yep, that flank attempt coming through. Dashing forwards, Aspas. Trying to make the most of it. Will not find anything else. It's cleaned up.
Into the site. What's the game plan here? So they've got Alarm Bot and Turret watching Art. So this looks like a bit of an a passive info play. Although having said that, Marv with the Vandal is pushed up really deep at the moment. Maybe that's just for the early round. turret falls. And the bait idea here is that they break the turret and they don't expect the alarm bot. And this is beautiful from Sentinels, beautiful from Pancada. Unfortunately, they lose Zekken on the other side of the map, and that might open the door.
That's less as well. Taking full advantage of this one. Pop flash round the side. Kawazine lays claim to it. Paves his way as well now, taking all that space, but how do they want to approach this one? A bit of spam, but they've slowed it down. Not willing to run all the way over towards B. Instead, it's a complete opposite direction. Guess what? That alarm bot wasn't cleared earlier, so it's going to give them a good indicator. Now they got to know. Heading over towards A, dash forwards, but still it's a 3v5. What can you really do on this bonus? Dash forwards. Spike's starting to get planted. Pancada hasn't been cleared, looking for any sort of timing, and he does get rewarded. 2 years falling, not going to have any of those smokes and walls now to try and offset this one as the fight's still being taken. All in his face, marked into the corner. He's being watched for, though. That's 2 players ready and waiting, standing at guard, making sure that nobody can push past this point. Broken. 2v4. Just seems so damn unlikely, especially when Kawazine is able to get lurks like that.
Very clean from the Sentinel side so far. Feels weird to see him without that gun in his hand.
You almost want a rifle in his hands, don't you?
So there's that high tide that the desk were talking about, coming out from 2Es, and it blocks Marv's point of view out, threatens the mid lurk, stops Sassy from getting any info. Although, he can tell by the spam there's people there.
This time actually making sure that they take that space, allowed, have that presence of mind to break a lot of that utility.
It's a weird setup from Sentinels, because they've got Zekken incredibly deep on A. They need somebody to watch this lurk. They probably should have been here 5-10 seconds ago.
This fight, Sassy and Aspas, it's all about who gets the best read on it. This time it's Sassy.
Sassy sits him down. I made you, kid.
Flash, second, force the fire, still has the dash. Has not activated it, but this hit. Attempt of it trying to come through, Sadak. Oh my goodness, gets away with murder there, but lovely movement, just dodging that second shot that was going in depth at the back of the side, trying to anchor this one. Snakebite doesn't clear him, round the corner, round the side, cove up, reload, spray down, moving forwards, it is watched for, but only aware of that one, spraying it around the corner, it's marked. Gets the rifle in the middle of all of that chaos, and he does manage to close it out.
Huge defensive round from Sentinels. Even with Zekken fumbling his position in A main. Missed 3 op shots, I think, there onto Sadak. But overall, it's that flood coming through. And crucially, the fact that Sentinels loud set up for a fast A pop.
Trying to make the most of it. Flash around the corner. No indicator. Seekers are now online, though. Clearing all the way through. Trailblazer as well. Kada with a Phantom.
Phantom span.
Yeah, it's right through the smokes.
It might be your best way of winning this round.
Dash forwards, though. Loud not eager to give up anything. They still want to be trying to barrel their way through into this site, but look at all this utility just blocking their way. An interesting cove down to the side, but it's being broken, being sprayed through, and it really does feel like a coin flip. Anyone's game. The counter spam right through the wall. Who can make the most of it? Player advantage, of course, for Loud here, but they still haven't quite got the spike down. A bit of a tap on it. Trying to bait the spam, trying to bait the positions, and a reapproach around the corner. Kawazine doesn't have a rifle. What is going on? The turret's even getting a piece of the pie. Kills being claimed here. Another tap of it. Sentinels are just picking them apart. All the way through, and Death with 3. Loud taking that timeout, of course, but
Get out of my way.
having to save into it. At this point, you're basically accepting you're having to play to run it all the way to OT because it's Sen 1 round away from that map point.
Walls up.
Slightly different high tide there, cutting its way across. And look at Marv with the one-way snakebite.
Poison's on.
Make sure he can't be pushed, but backs away and
crucially, doesn't make noise this time, so he can't get easily swung.
yeah, there's no punish just there. There was an attempt. You could see Aspas did swing through. So far, it's cautious. It needs to be at that.
They're going to move forwards here. No alarm bot this time. It is only Pancada, but he's great for the first.
Absolute Sigma play there. ADS with the Phantom, but it's Pancada And he just backs away as well. Doesn't get greedy, gives up the space. He realizes, okay, I got the first kill. They could be anywhere. You can see it. Aggressive pings now. And it's Flowers that wants to be taken. It's a contact push all the way through. And it's watched for. Fully aware of it. And that safer position from Pancada.
30 seconds left.
Knows where to place himself. Doesn't give anything away.
The reads from Sassy and Pancada in this map have been sublime.
Elite. And with Dash just going out of fashion there. Aspas are forced to use it. Disengages back early. Now the dog, Trailblazer. It's going to clear its way into the back of the site, making sure nobody's holding any close angles. The weapons are just not good. It's going to take heroics. Aspas with the knives. Anything to sail their way through, but not ready for this one. The lurk there from Marv. Coverage is there through the wall. Last player standing, it's less. Blind as a bat. Cannot see a thing. Sentinels reaching map point.
Insane stuff. And like I said, these reads coming through from Sassy and Pancada. So many people tugged up here. Just playing off the op.
Oh, the disrespect. Loud running all the way up, but right into the stack!
Spike down, B.
It's Sen with a realization. The foresight, the setup. And Sadak and Les are the last two players standing to try and claw their way back. Right now it's looking all Sentinels. Space vacuumed up, a bit of spam there from the Vandals, back and forth exchange, but no kills. And lockdown has to be used, why not? Everything at your disposal just to clear back that area. Claim it back because the spike is dropped at their feet. Lockdown doesn't even clear that much, does it?
And think about what must be going through Loud's heads right now. How on earth have we got ourselves in this position? How are we losing to Sentinels here?
Done and dusted. Les will hold on. He'll get his two. But the most to do. It's a 1v3. Viper's Pit dropped down just for an attempt at trying to cross through, but look at the spam. Dodging, ducking, weaving past the bullets with 30 seconds remaining. Sentinels.
30 seconds
They're on the
left.
cusp of it. And look at the discipline. They back away. They give him the space because they realize, guys, listen. Give him the spike, he's got no option. What's he gonna do, run it away with 20 seconds? Not likely.
Losing to time would not be dignified here. Les is gonna try it.
Turret take the contact, they know he's pushed forwards. No choice whatsoever, has to stick it, and it's unwinnable.